then our honoree, his wife Ruby, and their sons Ricky and Devin are now entering the room. And I'm going to ask everyone to give a grand round of applause. He's why we're here. He is why we got dressed up and showed up. He's the man of the evening. And we thank him for inviting us everywhere. I don't know who's going to have a better time, the characters or the guests.
Yeah, 36 years ago, my best buddy, Naval Academy, introduced me to my wife. I haven't talked to him a day since. Where are you, Bruce?
Over there.
Bruce and Ruby grew up together, same little small town. Went to all the kindergarten to high school. And Bruce said one day, he said, "Derek, man, I want to introduce you to one of my classmates from school." And I said, "Okay." And the next thing you know, I told her, I says, "Look, you might not remember me, but I remember you." And she was asking me all these different questions. And, "What's your name?" I said, "It doesn't matter what my name is. Just call me your husband." I said, "I picked the wrong day to give up drugs and stuff." But it's been a great time. And, all my Navy buddies, I'm glad you guys are here. We went to school, started school in 1976, and a whole bunch of them showed up. And we still keep in contact with most of the people today. And this is like another reunion that we're going through. So all the wives and all my Navy buddies, thank you guys for showing up. Let's give applause for our host. I said, my family is here. I have one of my brothers is here. 3 of my sisters are here. My mother and father both have passed away, but they were a big part of the person that I am today and how we made it here. Then we met a bunch of people down here in Cape Coral, and so we've had a whole bunch of fun down here because they always told us when you're going to retire, go to where you're going to retire so you get to know people. And we came down here and we know a whole shitload of people. And a whole bunch of them are here today too and stuff, so I appreciate all you guys showing up and celebrating this with me and stuff. So thank you guys very much. Then we have our FedEx people. We have a couple of FedEx pilots that are here with us today, and they're still working. Well, one of them is still working. The other one, he retired, 7 days before I retired. So he's living the dream too. And his wife isn't that happy either. Okay, I think I'm done. Mel, thank you guys once again for coming up and showing. We'll have a toast here. So that's what the champagne glasses are on the table for. So we're going to have a toast. Our kids are going to say something. Mel is going to do some more stuff, and then we get down to some eating.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to ask Herman Jones to come up. He's going to give the toast. Where are you, Herman? Oh, there he is. Thank you.
Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. I was looking at Ruby's notes, and I should have took a cue from you and wrote it out bigger. First off, I want to thank everyone for coming to celebrate Derek's retirement. I'm gonna keep this short. I've known Derek since the 2nd grade. We were talking just the other day, and when he asked me to make this toast, I'm like, man, you put me on the spot. I'm the kind of guy who sits in the corner and just observes and watches and have a good time. But I want to say that Derek, since the 2nd grade, has been my friend. And I hope that everyone in here has a friend like Derek. It could be months that we haven't talked to one another, but when we call, it's just like we've talked the other day. You know, I can tell him anything, he can tell me anything. He is truly my best friend. The one thing that I do want to say is may all that you've done so far does not measure the happiness that you will find in retirement. God bless you, Derek. May we all raise our glasses and give a toast to Derek Alvin Character, my friend. Love you, man.
Thank you, Herman Jones. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you a few instructions, a few guidelines here. As you can see, that gorgeous cake is there. Feel free to take pictures throughout the evening. There are fabulous displays over on the right side here, my right. Please enjoy the displays, enjoy all of the memorabilia and collections that Derek has brought here this evening for our enjoyment. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you to keep in mind that we're here to have a good time. So let's do that. Have a good time. Because as Ray Charles said, let's have some fun. You only live once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. I said, let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old. Just let's get together tonight and let the good times roll and celebrate Derek A. Character, dark 80s retirement celebration. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's a photo slideshow going on in this corner. We have fabulous pictures of the characters and their journey. Lots of different pictures of the displayed of their life on the screen there. So enjoy that. We're going to have a buffet dinner. The buffet dinner, we will call your table, and when we call your table, we'll ask you to go up and get your dinner. So at this time, we're going to start. Anyone who wants to come up and take pictures of the cake or of the displays while you're waiting for your table to be called, that's fine. We encourage you to do so. Tables. What do you want? We're going to have a blessing because we have to have a blessing. I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away here. The blessing, we're going to have that, and the blessing will be said by Bruce Jackson. Where's Bruce? Thank you, Ruby, for keeping me in line here. Oh, yeah.
Good evening, all. We're gathered here again today. I've met most of you on yesterday, or some of you. I'm Bruce Jackson, a classmate of Derek, classmate of Ruby as well. I've known Ruby since kindergarten, all the way up until now. I know her family well. She knows my family well. And Derek, you've truly married into a beautiful family. I do know that. But to prolong anyone's, because I know some people are here probably ready to eat, so we're going to have prayer tonight. If we would posture ourselves as we bless the food, amen. God, we come to you this evening saying thank you for all your blessings. Thank you for bringing us to this very moment, to this celebration. It is truly a blessing. 25 years, 11 months of flying for FedEx and then major tours flying for the Navy. You have kept Derek safely and brought him here today, and this is a true blessing for him and his family. So now as we partake of this food, thank you for all the blessing. Thank you for those who prepared it. Allow it to nourish our bodies, God, so we can continue to do your work here on earth. This is our prayer. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies, are we ready? Is the buffet ready there for you? Are you ready for us? We're ready. Ladies, you ready, Rohan? Tables 1 and
So they came over from Tallahassee to see us and stuff. I have some cousins that came up to see me. One flew all the way in from Vegas, and the other one in from Cleveland to come over and say hello. And they always try to go wherever we try to have parties and stuff, you know. The character family goes far and wide, and we party all over, so they came over to spend some time with us here. I talked about my buddies over there at FedEx. I talked about my Navy buddies that we went to school with. Well, there's another Marine that I forgot to mention also. He's from Atlanta, and he worked for UPS, so you guys probably realize why I didn't talk about him. UPS and a Marine too. Joe? That's our other Marine buddy. And then I got some brother-in-laws, some sister-in-laws that are here. I hope I got to everybody this time. Okay, well, you know, now it's going to have some good fun and stuff, you know. We're going to, the Cass Bar is here all night long, so just go out there and enjoy. I figured that the least I can do for you is give you free sodas, you know. You know, I was thinking about trying to do the free bar and stuff, you know, but I remember on my wedding night, these guys, they tried to drink us out. And then some of those guys are still here today and stuff, so we got to just go with we got free water and free sodas. And if you, later on, we're going to have some tea back here. There's hot tea. If you want some iced tea, they'll make some iced tea for you. We got coffee. They're going to take the cake away here shortly. and they're going to cut it up so we can have dessert. And it is a very good cake. They wanted to cut it up and bring it to you, but there's 2 different kinds of cakes in there. So we're going to put them someplace in the back or whatever once they cut it all up, and you go and pick the cake that you want. But this is my 3rd retirement cake that I have, so I want to see this one disappear, you guys. All right? That's all I got. We're going to move along with the program. I enjoyed the food. I hope all you guys had a great time with that food. So we're going to give a hand to the servers that are back there helping us out and everything. Back there on the wall, if you guys take a look at those are some pictures that are going to be going through there and stuff. And there are a lot of different things, you know. There's a lot of stuff with my Navy buddies in there and stuff. Because, you know, back in the day, we just took pictures all the time. And now, at FedEx, we couldn't take pictures in the airplane and stuff. So there's only a few of those then. That was me chilling out.
So while we're waiting for the cake is going to be cut and all, I'm going to ask if Captain Mary McAdams would like to come up right now, if she would come up now and speak. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. All right now, we haven't even had dessert and y'all over here. So, it is an honor and a privilege to be asked to give you the oral history of Derek's career. If you have not been to the table to see the physical history of his career, then I invite you after I finish to do that. But I was given the honor and the privilege of giving you the oral history. So, because we're family and we are friends, we often think we know everything about the honoree. But I ask you to do like the preachers say. You know, when they get ready to give you a sermon they already gave you before, they always say, hear it again for the first time, all right? But it's only fair that we stand down and pay tribute to one of our own. Derek, the son of Alvin and Irma Carter, is a native of Cleveland, Ohio, and graduated from John Adams High School in 1976. He received his commission and Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from the United States Naval Academy in 1980. As an ensign, he reported to NRD Cleveland, where he was an officer programs recruiter. Okay, have to pause right here. Derek had a mechanical engineering degree. He was going to be an aviator. But this is one thing that the Navy does for us. We send our own back to our own community so that you who do not know about the Navy can learn about the Navy. So Derek only spent a few months there, but that was the purpose of that little wayside time in Cleveland, so he could spend some time with his family after 4 years. But then Derek entered aviation indoctrination training in February 1981 in Pensacola, Florida. He received his wings in May 1982 after completing primary and advanced flight training in Corpus Christi, Texas. He then reported to Patrol Squadron 31 in July 1982 and completed training. 6 months later, Derek reported to Patrol Squadron 22 in Barbers Point, Hawaii in February of 1982. He was the Assistant Personnel Officer, First Lieutenant, and Software Officer. Okay, I've read that correctly. We always give our officers more than one job. So that's why when we as parents say to our children, you only got one job? What's up with that? Okay? He was the Assistant Personnel Officer, the First Lieutenant, and the Software Officer. I also have to say the reason he was the Assistant Personnel Officer, they always had an HR officer or a Fleet Support Officer here who was the actual personnel officer. Derek was only the assistant, but Derek, we okay with that? So then he completed 2 deployments. He went to Cuba Point twice, and then he made detachments to Alaska, Guam, and Japan. He next reported to Whiting Field in Pensacola, Florida in March 1986 as a primary flight instructor in Training Squadron 6. Okay, pause again. Flight instructor. Derek, can you stand up? Just in case y'all didn't realize he was African American. Oh, sorry, just wanted to make sure they knew. He probably was the only one there, but I was told last night that there was 2 of y'all there instructing. Yeah, we don't normally have that many flight instructors. So congratulations on that. I know that was important. But I'd like to say that the Navy does well because we do that so that when your sons and daughters go to flight training, they see someone that looks like them. And so that's important. Representation matters. Derek then reported after he left Whiting Field, he then reported to USS Forstall as an anti-submarine warfare officer, and he did, let's see, and then he was in the Combat Directions Center officer. Derek then also served as a tactical action officer, which he qualified to do on this particular tour. He made 2 deployments to the Mediterranean and visited ports in France, Turkey, Egypt, Spain, Israel, and Greece. He then reported to Oceanographic Deployment Squadron 8 in Pax River, Maryland in May 1992, where he served as maintenance officer and quality assurance officer. Again, not just one job, 2 jobs. He made detachments to Alaska, Hawaii, Washington State, Gulfport, Greenland, Iceland, Guam, Japan, Oman, United Arab Emirates, Turkey, Thailand, and Italy. Derek reported to Misawa, Japan after that as the executive assistant at Patrol Wing 1 in February 1994. Patrol Wing 1 served as tactical support officer there, and their mission was to support the forward deployed maritime patrol forces in the Pacific. He also was responsible for the liaison with the Japanese Self-Defense Force and the Republic of Korea. On active duty in the Navy, Derek received the Navy Commendation Medal, the Southwest Asian Medal with Bronze Star, National Defense Medal, and the Sea Service Ribbon with 2 Bronze Stars. Derek retired under the Navy's 15-year retirement program with 15 and a half years in the Navy on 31 October 1995. Next chapter. Derek's next chapter started 3 months later. I guess Ruby didn't want him at home very long. So Derek started working at Federal Express in Memphis in January 1996. He flew as an engineer and first officer on the Boeing 727 and moved over to the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 as first officer. When FedEx retired the DC-10, he moved to the McDonnell Douglas 11 as a first officer. He was upgraded to captain of the MD-11 in 2006 and flew it until he retired in 31 December 2021. I would like for you all to stand as we salute Derek and Ruby and thank you for your service to our nation. Congratulations, God bless, and Godspeed.
Congratulations, Derek. A very well deserved honor tonight. They're going to cut the cake shortly. Excuse me, Rohan? If you have not taken a picture of the cake, I suggest you do it now because it's leaving that floor in about 5 minutes.
You got it.
Who do you think you are? Mr. Pixar. You're never gonna get my love. Not because you wear all those fancy clothes. Oh, yeah. And have a big fine car. Oh, yes, you do now. Do you think I can afford to give you my love? Oh, yeah, you're higher than every star above. Mr. Pixar. Who do you think you are, Mr. Pixar? You're never gonna get my love. Now I know, girl, I've seen you.
While you're waiting, I encourage you to turn around and look at the slideshow.
You made it cry, and it was
Derek's Adventures Through Life. There, look at Derek.
Mr. Pixar. Who do you think you are, Mr. Pixar? You're never gonna get my love.
Hello everyone, I am the oldest son and my name is Derek Alvin Carrick II, but everyone calls me Ricky. I'm only called Derek Alvin Carrick II by Ruby when I'm in trouble. When I first read Dad's profile and he said his first son was a badass kid, I was like, damn, Dad thought I was a cool ass kid. But the more I thought about it, he probably meant I was a troublemaker, which is true. Dad, I love you so much and I'm so proud of you. You've been my role model since day one, and every day I strive to be the best man I can be because of the example you set for me while I was growing up. I am genuinely excited and can't wait to hear about all the stories and all the trips and vacations you and Mom are going to go on because you truly deserve them. For everyone else who don't know me, I am a soccer coach and I coach 12-year-old girls. So I'm not good at public speaking in front of adults. So I will pass the mic on to Derek's second son and he will take it home.
And I'm an introvert who's not good at talking to anybody, so I still don't know how I got roped into this shit, but here we go. Good evening, everyone. My name is Devin, and I am Derek and Ruby's second oldest son and first favorite. Just kidding, Rick, just kidding. I want to say a special thank you to my lady Vanessa as well. Thank you for being here and helping with everything. You are appreciated so much, and I love you so much, even though my dad forgot to shout you out, even though he came back up here and did everybody else. I do what I can. I'm glad you're all able to make it here safe and sound. I'm even happier you're even able to tolerate my dad's jokes for this long. My dad is one of the funniest people I've ever met, so I'm under pressure here to have a quick speech that's also hilarious. And thank you to Ruby Pearl as well, and everyone who helped getting everything all set up and together. I know the main thing Dad crossed off the list for was nothing. So everything came together wonderfully. So I love you, Mom. And now the man of the hour. Some of you know him as Derek, some of you know him as Dark, some know him as Trouble. I know him as my loving father, Pops, or HBNIC, head boss nigga in charge. If you know my dad, I'm sure he's told you a bunch of jokes. And if you know my dad really well, then you know most of those jokes are too inappropriate to repeat right now. Also, if you know my Pops, you know half the shit he says is a lie, and the other half is untrue. Parentheses, pause for laughter. So thanks for everything, Pops, from teaching me how to learn from mistakes, sometimes other people's mistakes. Like I see my brother get his ass whooped and I'd say, I ain't never doing that shit. To teaching me to work hard, but having a good time while doing it. You give me the best role model of what a man is, and I'm not done taking notes yet. You've worked so hard to be able to do nothing all day and keep doing nothing tomorrow because you didn't finish the day before. And to all the people that don't know, now that he's retired from FedEx, he can finally complete his lifelong dream of becoming a Walmart greeter.
Yes.
Love you, Pops. More than you'll ever know. Always. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to give you some time now for personal.
Love you, Pops. More than you'll ever know. Always.
Okay, we're going to give you some time now for personal recognition. We're going to ask you, we're going to beg you, we're pleading with you. Try to keep it under 3 minutes. They're going to throw us out of here at a certain time, so we're going to ask you to please. But we encourage everyone and anyone here who'd like to come up and say some words about Derek and Ruby and the family. We encourage you to come up and do so. So, you have the mic. It's your time. And welcome.
I come up here today. I don't know why this came in my head, but it did at home last week. So, you are a role model for all of us. We definitely try to walk in your shoes, but I know there's some big shoes to fill, but we're behind. So, thank you for paving the way for us and continuing to show us how to be great men and husbands to our wives. How do I say goodbye to yesterday? The good times that made us laugh, outweigh the life. All we gave to see forever, but forever gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to forget. I don't know where this road is going to lead, but all I know is where we've been and what we've been through. And if we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's all worth the wait. It's so hard
minutes. On behalf of the Cape family, Derek and Ruby.
I love y'all.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was great. All right, and if we have a second, do we have number 2? I'll speak just on behalf of, so a few of you get up the courage to get up here and be building up now. I'm going to give you a few minutes. On behalf of the Cape family, Derek and Ruby, the Cape Family Board of Leisure, that's who we are. And we're the family that gets together, we have fun together, and we all know who we are. If you're a Cape family person, raise your hand. Okay. So on behalf, I'm speaking on behalf of them. And Derek, we have a certificate for you called the License to Chill. We're giving you that license. It's issued to you, Derek A. Character, a retiree extraordinaire. And it's issued, again, by the Cape Family Board of Leisure in the state of Florida. You made your mark and paid your dues. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your view. Drink your booze, cruise, snooze, and stay ready to step into your party shoes. The effective date is now, and the expiration date is the 4th of February, and it's certified by our own Joe Taylor, our HPIC. He's the head person in charge. Chairman of the board. That's who he is. Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Now, do I have my next person who would like to come up and recognize Derek? Thank you. Take your time. Hi.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bonnie's Character, and I am Derek's favorite sister. I just had to say that. Derek and I are 13 months apart, and my mother raised us like we were twins. When she was teaching Derek things, she taught me too. And I also wanted to say we went to school together. We slept together on the back porch lots of times, late at night. We also played spades and biz whist with our brothers and sisters. My favorite activity with you, Derek, was in the backyard playing basketball. I was a tomboy like my brother. I was a tomboy with my brothers, and I had a mean three-pointer. Remember the games we played, Derek? We had fun. Let me see. Oh, also, I was a fighter growing up, too. And one day, Derek and I and the family, we were at a park. I think it was Punderson. And some boys were bothering us. And we were in the boat, and they were saying they were going to beat us up. They were going to beat us up. And I was like, Derek, hurry up and row that boat over there. So we got over there, and Derek was fighting them because he was like, you know, little sis, you get back. And the joke is, I was in back of him, jumping on his back, saying, let me at him, let me at him. Remember that, Derek? Okay, let me see what else. Ruby, what was the other one I was supposed to say? I mean, she told me some things I can't remember. Oh my goodness. Out of all of us, Derek was allowed to go to a public school. I was so envious of him, but he was in the enrichment program. So I was taking chemistry, and I was getting D's. And the way we did our homework after school, Mom had us sit in the dining room, and we would do our homework. So I said one day to Derek, do this chemistry for me. He took it from me. He was like, zip, 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 zip. I was like, bam. I go in, I tell all my friends, hey, I'm about to get an A on this, because my brother is real smart. The nun came back, she put that paper on my desk. I flipped it over, and what grade do you all think I got? I got an F. I can't wait to see him when he come home. So once again, we sitting there doing our homework, and I slid over to him. I said, Derek, look what you got me. He said, oh, that must be some different chemistry. I was so angry. I said, Derek, I could have got myself a D. Like, I'm smarter than you. Let me see, what else can I say? Oh, our favorite activity when Derek got his license was going to the drive-in, the Miles drive-in. And back then we had a station wagon. And, you know, we didn't have a lot of money because we weren't really working. And we would pick up my cousin Darla, some other people. Herman would go with us, Reggie, Raynard, Richard. We had a car full of people. We probably only paid for 4 people. You know how we did that? I was the #1 person that was in the back seat on the floor. Somebody was on top of me, and in the middle seat we had about 2 people. So we had fun times. I mean, I could go on and on about the things we did. So they wanted me to say something, so I just wanted to share. I love my brother. Oh, this is something. When he went away to the Naval Academy, I was devastated. Devastated, because you're talking about somebody who played cards with, watched TV with, rode bikes, playing basketball. He was really like my male best friend growing up. So when he went away, I missed him so much. I think I called the operator, or I looked at what was it when you needed information, 411? I called, I need the number for the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Somebody answered the phone, and I can't remember what you were. It was a title in front of it. I said, I'm calling to speak to Derek Alvin character. Please hold. And I held that phone. Because see, back then, our phone was on the wall. So I'm walking around like, didn't even realize it was a long distance call, y'all. I got in trouble. Derek, I got in trouble for that call. But it was worth it. Derek came to the phone, brings tears to my eyes. I was like, Derek, I miss you. He asked me, he said, how did you get this number? I said, I tracked you down. I had to talk to you. Do you remember that, Derek? Yeah. So yeah, I love my brothers and my sisters. G-Money, where's G-Money? You know I can't see G, I see you. But I love my brothers. I did more with my brothers than I did with my sister because like I say, I was a tomboy. So Derek, love you always, and we will be down to visit more. Everybody have a good time.
So who wants to come on down? We're waiting for you. Yes. Elisa.
Mine is quick because I just have to say, not only to Derek, but to Ruby. When you first got here and we were introduced by friends of both of ours, I could say that you told me about Derek, but you didn't really tell me about Derek because he is truly a character. But he is loved, appreciated by, for sure, Barry and myself. But I just wanted to say congratulations and give Ruby a little time by herself, you know? Walmart is hiring in Estero. Joy put a good word in for her. That's it. I just want to say congratulations on your retirement.
What baby, I didn't into good. Do we have Captain McAdams? Thank you.
This is Cousin McAdams now.
You're still Captain too.
Hello again. I am Cousin McAdams right now. I didn't say earlier, but Ruby is my first cousin, which means Derek is also my first cousin. And I'm going to get through this without tears because I really love both of them so, so much.
So I've got my essay written, and I've been working on it for about...
That is a true statement. I got my essay written on my cards here. But thank you for that. It broke up the tears I was about
Derek is that he is very dedicated. And if you all know him, you know how dedicated he is to his family and to his work. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that he is very dedicated. He is an excellent father, an excellent military officer, and I'm sure he was an excellent FedEx pilot. And it just goes to show when you put your mind to something, what you can achieve. So he was definitely an excellent officer. The other thing I know about him is that he's very reliable. If you ask Derek to do something, he's gonna do it. And sometimes he does things that you don't even ask him to do, right? When my son was like looking for a car or trying to do different things and I was doing different things, Derek was always offering up advice and counsel because he's such a reliable person. He wants everybody to be successful. So I just appreciate that about him. And then the other thing I think about Derek is he's so enthusiastic. And I would have said he's a character, but that would be just like corny. But he is very enthusiastic and he just makes you laugh and you just always want to be around him. And you're just thankful, I am thankful, that I have a friend and a family member who is just so happy-go-lucky. And I'm like Derek, but I'm retired and I just wake up with a smile on my face and just walk around smiling all the time. Because that's what Derek says, you know, hey, we're retired, we can smile all day long. We don't care what y'all think. We don't care what anybody say. You know, if my son calls me up and said, Mama, can you come and get Hallie? Mimi is on the spot, right? We don't have anything to do but to take care of the grandbabies. Debbie, Ricky, waiting on them grandbabies. Giving y'all some ideas. The other thing I wanted to say, if you all didn't get it when I read Derek's career history, that guy is smart. I know y'all know that, but I'm just gonna say it again. Very knowledgeable, very intelligent. You know, and sometimes people say that and you go, yeah, well, we know that he was a military officer. Well, look, everybody can't be in the Naval Academy. All y'all that was in the Naval Academy, you all know that. And I won't throw any shade, but you know, I wasn't in the Naval Academy, but I have a good excuse. They wouldn't let women in there when I came into the Navy in 1976. So what I'd like to say is his intelligence is what we all enjoy, the knowledge that he shares with us. He's such a wonderful person. And I am just so happy that my cousin married Derek Carrington. So congratulations on your retirement, Derek.
Do I have another person? Well? Yeah. Okay, thank you. And the cake, just so that until she gets here I can share this with you. The cake will be served self-serve. So you will have to get up and then choose the type of cake that you want that's on display there. So, but first we're going to hear from...
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Colleen Character. I am one of Derek's sisters, which won't say if I'm oldest, youngest, or middle. I'm just one of them. But Derek and I grew up very close together. We were the closest in age, I believe. Well, my niece was closer, but Derek and I were kind of more together as far as hanging out. And I protected Derek many times. Did I not, Derek? From getting in trouble when he was a high school student, and he protected me. So we had that thing going on between us. I'm very proud of Derek. I'm very happy for him with his success. I will say that because we were so close, I made sure that he was even protected in high school. My boyfriend at the time played football at
John Adams High School, and I had the whole football team protecting him. I said, you make sure nobody messes with my brother. And so he said, you don't have to worry, and everybody protected him. He didn't have to worry about that. So when he was going away to the Naval Academy, I didn't know anybody there. So when he took me to the bus station, because I went to Ohio State University, and I knew that that would be the last time I would see him before he went off to school, I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. And when I got on the bus, I was crying and crying and crying, and I happened to sit by an older woman, and she said to me, honey, what is wrong? And I said, my brother is going away to the Naval Academy, and he's going by himself. And she said, well, is he ever coming back? And so that put it into perspective for me that, yeah, I would see him again, and I did see him that Thanksgiving. So I'm so proud of Derek, so happy for him that he has reached his success. I met many of the guys years ago. They don't remember me, I don't remember most of them. But it's nice to see everyone again, happy to see everybody's doing well. And I wish everyone well. I hope you all have a wonderful time celebrating Derek. And I just want to add that, like Derek said, my parents are not here, but my father was so proud of Derek. He was so happy that Derek was able to fly planes. That was something my dad wanted to do, so I know that they are here with us in spirit. And I know that they're just happy. I just want to say that. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's cake time. Let them eat cake. It's over here in the far left corner. There's.
This is for my Naval Academy buddies right now. This is the song that we used to go through. This is the mob song. So, all my Navy buddies. All right, we're going to go ahead and play One Nation Under the Groove. And then after we play One Nation Under the Groove, we're going to give another chance for some of the shy people that couldn't make it up here the first time, one more time to come up and say something. And then we're going to keep moving on with the program. But One Nation Under the Groove, this is for the mob.
This is a chance to dance your way out of constrictions. Sugar. Just to dance our way out of our constriction. Gonna be freaking up and down. Ready or not, here we are. Getting down on the one with the gotta get it on with the on. Oh, come again.
Classified, right?
Yeah, killing you guys. So, does anybody want to come up here? Just come on up. We'll try to get it done real quickly so we can keep moving on.
So, while we were at Annapolis, there were 30, some of us African Americans there, and we all hung out together. We went to we'd have our little illegal parties together. We go out to the Elks Club, we go out to these other houses, and we party. And we weren't real represented at the Naval Academy, so we as plebes would, or first year person there, freshmen, we would party illegally with the sophomores, the juniors, and the seniors. And that got us in trouble a few times, to the point where we were doing demerits, walking on Saturday morning with the rifle, back and forth, to work these things off. So we had stuff like that going on. Well, what I really want to focus on is after the Academy days, and anybody else can come up here and talk, but after the Academy days, Derek and Ruby sent their sons out to Santa Clara, California to play soccer. And myself and my wife, Dolores, we became their West Coast parents. So for 6 years and through that, we were the people that they would come over to see. Kind of like back in our Annapolis days, we had something called a sponsor. We had somebody in the community where we could go over to take our uniforms off, relax on Saturday morning or wherever, watch TV, not be in the strict Naval Academy environment. So we provided that for Ricky and Devin while they were out in San Jose, California, in the Silicon Valley. And we've always been there for them. Derek and Ruby would come over. We'd provide them with a place to stay, to meet with their kids, their sons. I can remember once where me and my wife Dolores, we had to go out of town. We said, Derek, Ruby, keys are under the mat. Come on in and take over the house. They lived in the house for a good solid week while we were out of town doing some traveling. And I think that was the time we had the heat wave and the AC broke. Yeah, we had some good times. We've been tight for the longest, and I was reluctant earlier, but I'm going to say it now. Thank you for letting us be part of your family and for being part of my family. My son and daughter, rest their soul, loved you guys, and we're part of the family, and thank you for all the good memories we had. Yeah. So I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but to everybody that was part of what we call the Funk Mob or the 7th Battalion, come on up and just wave to the crowd. Come on up. Reggie, come on up. Come on up. All these guys are at Naval Academy. We finished Annapolis together. We went to the Navy and the Marine Corps and spent all our time together. And we're talking and we're saying, gosh, well, remember with Derek? And we said, no, we can't tell that one.
Now we can tell some real stories now.
But what about this? Now we can't tell that one. I provided the clean version of what we did. We were out there. We were out there. No. See, we weren't. But all I can say was we started in 1976 as freshmen, plebes. We've spent our youngster years together, our second class year, and we were firsties together. And in 1980, we graduated. Everything else in between is classified. All right.
Good job. Thank you.
So I'm not as eloquent as Brian. But I want to say is, what I want to tell you about Derek and this whole group of guys I'm sitting up here with is, I probably haven't spent as much time as Derek and some of these other guys, but I think for all of us that went to the academy, we went through something special together. And I think if any one of us called somebody up and said, hey, I need some help, I need a place to stay, can you do something for me? Unequivocally, we would all step up and help each other out, because that's sort of the environment we grew up in. We have some experiences that we're not going to talk about here that have binded us together for years and years beyond eternity. And just seeing, when Brian talks about Derek bringing his kids into his family, that's just the kind of thing that I would expect any of these guys to do, because the bond we have, the togetherness, the love we share for each other is tremendous. And I just want to thank these guys, thank Derek, for being there for me when I needed them, and just for being there for each other. So, what we did is great, and Derek having us come down here and participate in his retirement is just a really special thing for me. So, thank you, Derek.
Yeah, thank you. No bad stories. We got all. Hey, we did good.
Someone behind me, but my name is Reggie Simpkins. My wife, Crystal Simpkins, is back there, and that's the niece of Aunt Ruby and Uncle Derek. They actually are the godparents to our 3 daughters. We're very appreciative of them. So I met Derek 22 to 23 years ago. And my wife and I, we were dating at the time. And one thing that I can say about my Uncle Derek is the fact that he's consistently been a guy that's always provided a lending ear, always willing to give advice. I'm hearing a lot of people that are saying that Derek was a wonderful pilot, but he's been a farmer as well because he's been planting seeds, I know, in us, my wife and myself, for so many years, whether that's life insurance, information about a mortgage, or whatever that may be. He's always been a gentleman that has offered that advice to us, so we're so appreciative of that. And one thing about it, in what you've been able to accomplish, Uncle Derek, one of the greatest educators to ever live, Benjamin E. Mays, he once quoted, "And whatever you do it better than any man living, any man dead, or any man yet to be born." And when I hear the stories around here today, it lets me know that you have been living up to that for your entire life. So on behalf of the Simpkins family from Statesboro, Georgia, we want to say congratulations to you on your retirement, and just looking forward to the pictures and the new endeavors that you and Aunt Ruby will be able to get involved in the next couple of months. So thank you all.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Nettie, and Ruby and Derek and I have been friends for a long time. And Derek, I want to say congratulations to you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for all of the happy birthdays that you sent. It really means a lot to me. And congratulations on your retirement. I look forward to coming down and spending more time with you guys. Congratulations.
Is there anyone else? Okay, I just want to say this one little sentence. I appreciate Ruby. Oh, we have another person. Ruby, I'm going to ask you to stand just for 1/4 of a minute. Let's give a round of applause for her. This party, this celebration, she's behind all of this. She's the one who, these decorations on the table that are absolutely gorgeous, I'm pointing to whose project that was, right there, okay? She's done a marvelous job. I'm inspired by her, and I just want to give a shout out to her too. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, my name is Chris Moore. I met Derek in 1986. I was the one guy that was in Pensacola as an instructor when Derek showed up. And when I saw him, I said, oh man, a brother, one of us. And Derek, even though I was senior to him, he took me under his wing. He taught me how to really be a Marine. And that's saying something for a Navy guy. Because as a Marine, I like to say, all is well at hand, the Marines have landed. Derek, thank you, brother. Thank you for your friendship. Ruby, thank you for your friendship. We love you both. My wife, I don't see her. Oh, she's standing right over here. So would you stand, please? She is the one that gave her approval for their marriage. And Derek, we love you both. We'll be down here more often. We live in Atlanta. We'll be down here as often as we can. I don't think you elected off it either. What's that? Yeah, we're looking for property down here. She doesn't know that, but we are. Thank you for inviting us. Thank you for including us. and enjoy retirement. It's the best job I never had.
Bleeding gums, try saying heck.
Thank you. And that's it.
Sorry, at the last minute. No problem. Okay. Derek's dad and my mom were first cousins. So we're second cousins and grew up. I'm older than him. Used to babysit for Colleen. No. And my cousin Marcia, I'm the one from Vegas. And come and visit. Anyway, I can remember how proud we were when he made his Annapolis Academy program, and the whole family, that's about all we could talk about, is that, you know, we have someone that went to a Naval Academy. I taught for 42 years, they didn't care. So thrilled to be here. When I got the invitation, I was like, I'm going. I don't care what, I'm going to be here, because I remember in, I think it was 86, Derek, when we heard that he might be leaving Hawaii. Well, you have a cousin in Hawaii and you not go. So a friend of mine, we went out to Hawaii and he did everything. He was still, you know, on orders, but he made sure that when he couldn't be with us, he had his friends, you know, look out for us and take us around and party with us and loan me the car, which I got a ticket on Highway 1, but I paid it. And just took care of us, because that's what he's about, is taking care of family and loving to death, and congrats.
I'm going to ask Derek and Ruby to come up on the dance floor. And they're going to dance to a song called Perfection. And then after that, you all are going to dance, dance, dance. So start working them toes now. Get the cricket, kind of exercise a little bit, because after...
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell.
honey, I want you to, later on, I want Derek to show you the moves.
I got them all right here.
Okay, so now it's your turn. It's your turn to get up there. We want you to just let your hair down, cut the rug, do the boogie, and go for it. Come on up there now.
My heart
Okay, it's video now. Beautiful.
He said, then he said, yeah, he said, Derek, how you doing? I said, he said, what a man wanted. I said, man, I threw that shit away. He said, what? I said, good. I said, we went back to the place. We up there, because it was a vacant lot. They had weeds all going in there. And we up there searching it. The police came back. And we said, what the hell y'all want now? They said, what are y'all doing now? We lost something. Y'all need some help? No. So they left us. But we found it, man. We went back. It was funny.
Wasn't even after you.
They said, man, Dad, he was gone, boy. I said, man, I was wondering what happened to y'all.
Was they telling jokes about how fast you were running?
They said, we never seen you run that fast. I said, man, I was so scared because I knew we was busted. I knew we was going to jail.
They probably would have got you on a football team if they saw you running that fast. That's right.
Like you said, Derek, you look like Nehemiah. You look like Nehemiah.
I was getting over that the front of that house. We had a good time, man. I had so much fun at David County. I look back over them all the days and stuff. And me and Ed, Bruce, they say, man, we don't know how we made it through this. We don't know how we made it through this.
You made it too because you guys were together. You stuck together.
And we went to flight training.
Yeah, and you probably didn't realize how really smart you were, because you guys, as far as I'm concerned, you guys was real close to Tuskegee stuff.
But don't swell the head.
You know, hey, no brag, just facts. That's movie material. What I got, what you guys went through.
He was an instructor. I say when I went to the training command, he was my mentor because Chris loved to fly. He said, man, we gonna have us a good time. We gonna go do all this stuff. I said, look, Chris, I ain't here to do this, man.
Too long was the middle. And you heard my speech. He made me learn how to be a Marine. You heard, I wasn't lying.
I said,
you can just relax.
We ain't doing all this stuff, man.
That's why I had Doc say yesterday.
He did everything he could not to fly.
I started, my wife held me back. You remember when the brother sang, it's too hard to leave FedEx? I started to get up right after that and said, oh, brother, you're wrong. He left 3 years ago.
Yeah, my number.
All right.
I got you.
Yeah, pal.
Let me know.
Hey, good
All right.
knowing you.
Yeah, you too.
Glad I met you.
Dark.
We're gonna ask